You're watching Nostalgic Odysseys. Coming up next, Captain Adam ventures into the wild and explores his favorite thrift store. See what the good captain discovers on this episode of Captain Adam's Thrift Store Adventures. Coming up next on Nostalgic Odysseys.
How's it going, everybody? It's a beautiful day outside. It's a great day for a thrift store adventure. So why don't you come thrifting with me? Come on, it'll be fun. Let's go.
Holy oaten doten day, holy oaten day, holy oaten doten day, doten day, dodo, holy oaten doten day, holy oaten day, holy oaten doten day. I'm going to a thrift store.
What's going on, everybody? How's it going out there? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. And as I said at the beginning of this video, today is a particularly glorious day, beautiful day. So I decided to do the audio tracks whilst standing outside. So yeah, a little peek behind the curtain here. I do these videos. I just get the footage and then I do the audio later. I do not do the audio whilst in the store for a couple reasons. One, I don't want to be completely obnoxious walking around talking to myself, and also it just doesn't sound very good when I do it in the store. And plus they have the radio on, so there's a lot of copyrighted songs that would be in the background, and this video would be struck down right away because of that, because YouTube is very stringent, perhaps too stringent on their copyright stuff, but that's the way it goes. So yeah, you'll probably be hearing some chirping birds in the background, perhaps even the occasional breeze going by across the microphone, but it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. I'm perfectly happy doing the audio this way, and if you don't like it, that's your opinion, and that's up to you. It's totally okay. So yeah, this is going to be a fun time. Let's see. Yeah, hopefully you caught the last thrift store adventure where I actually went to two different locations, and it was like a 2-in-1 episode, so that was pretty fun. Found some pretty special surprises in those adventures. So please check it out if you have not already. I certainly would appreciate that. And today, I went to one store today, and it's my usual haunt, and they didn't have too much in the way of interesting inventory, at least volume-wise. But again, they did have some special surprises here today in this adventure. So it's going to be a good time. And speaking of good times, you might want to go ahead and check out all of my older videos in my archives. And I certainly would appreciate it. And give this video a like and hit subscribe. And, I'd appreciate it. And, you're going to appreciate it too. Trust me, it's a fun time. And, we're going to have a fun time here today. So thank you very much for joining me for this thrift store adventure. And let's check out the physical media section, which is teeming with life today. Tons of DVDs. And also, a special surprise here, tons of VHS, tons of them, more so than I've seen at this store in years. So this is almost overwhelming, just the amount of VHS they have. And look at this, a treasure here. This is a Betamax storage container, and it's loaded with blank Betamax tapes. Absolutely fascinating. They don't have any labels on them, or at least labels that are written on, so I don't know what's on these. Not that it really matters because I don't have a Betamax player anyway, but this is an absolute relic, a treasure. They want $25 for it, and you know what? I kind of want to say that's worth every penny, because this is just something you do not see, certainly at a thrift store. So I'm sure these are going to be scooped up immediately, but I'm not exactly a Betamax collector. But still, this is just an awesome relic, and I'm really happy to see this. So where are my Betamax collectors at? Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys mess around with Betamax stuff when you find it in the wild? Do you just get it because it's a relic and you don't have a Betamax player? And I found that Betamax players, working ones, are actually really hard to find. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about Betamax stuff? I myself am becoming rather fascinated with it. I really don't want to become a Betamax collector, though I have picked up the occasional Betamax tape if I find it in the wild, if it's cool. I just like to have some cool stuff, but I also have just too much stuff anyway, so I'm not ready to delve into it. But it is a relic of physical media, and it certainly is fascinating. One of the many reasons it's fascinating is because, I never knew anybody that actually had a Betamax player at the height of their popularity. Like when I was a kid, none of my friends had one. It was all VCRs, so I'm not even sure with like how Betamax was even a thing, but obviously it was a thing, and it was a major competitor to VHS. And eventually, Betamax lost out to VHS when it came to the famous format wars. But then I found something interesting the other year. I found out that Betamax didn't stop production until 2016. Now, I'm not sure of the validity of that. There might be a lot of asterisks to that statement. There might have been just like blank tapes they were still producing up to 2016, and it might have been in other countries. I'm not sure. But again, let me know in the comments below what's your opinion on Betamax, and let's move on. So Betamax is obviously well represented today here at the thrift store, and so is VHS. Let's take a closer look at the VHS stuff they have in here today. Looks like they have a lot of Star Trek episodes. That's pretty cool, because I am a fan of Star Trek, pretty much in any form. The original episodes can get a little weird, and sometimes they were boring. In fact, in my opinion, there was only a few episodes that were actually really, really good, but that's just my opinion. They even have a Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode on VHS here, which is something you really don't see very much. So this is rather interesting. Let's see what else they have here that's not Star Trek. They have a movie called Modern 5 Vampires. Is that what that was? I don't know what that is. Flatliners. That's pretty cool. There's a James Woods movie called Cop, simply Cop. Blue Thunder, Lethal Weapon, Porky's 2, Steven Seagal Out for Justice, Goldfinger, more Star Trek stuff, The Zoo Gang, Beverly Hills Cop 3, wow, Vampire Hunters, Kill Line, Special Effects, and Kickboxer 3, and Strange Days. Down here are all the sealed VHS, which is interesting, but their sealed VHS always goes for $4. I'm not really sure why, but I guess that's their prerogative. And all this VHS that's not sealed goes for $2, which in my opinion is a little too pricey for VHS, well, at least for a thrift store. Anyways, and I should say, I always talk about the glory days of thrift store hunting when it came to VHS collecting, because it used to be you could find tons of really, really cool VHS for like $0.25 a piece. But this was like 15 years ago, so, things are just different now. The way things were are not how they are, and, that's just what it is. And I guess I'm okay with it. I have no choice. Like I said in the last episode, pretty much 70% of my VHS collection is comprised of stuff I found at thrift stores for $0.25. So I have a lot of stuff, a lot of silly stuff, a lot of cool stuff that I was just really happy and thankful to find. And, well, I'm just happy and thankful you're joining me today. And so that's going to be about it for the physical media section, because they do have a lot of records here, but they're pretty much all the same from the last Thrift Store Adventure episode. So we're not really going to get into that. There's no sense showing them again, but we are going to get into some commercials here, as we got to take a break to hear from our sponsors. So yeah, keep it locked right here, and we'll be right back with more Thrift Store Adventures.
We will return after these messages.
Crunch time for dinner time, and let Bagok's Chicken save you some time with the best chicken in the business. Greasy, salty, good.
Things all right for the picking down here at Bagok's Chicken.
Save the hassle on those busy work nights and let Bagok's Chicken do the cooking. Greasy, salty, good. Pick up a Big Mother Clucker Bucket. 12 pieces of your guess is as good as mine for only $24.99. Greasy, salty, good. And for a limited time, add a 10-pound brick of slop slaw, only $5.99.
Things all right for the picking down here at Bagok's Chicken.
And be sure to pick up a 20-piece of the all-new Chicken Chunkets, only $7.99. Greasy, salty, good. Yes, random hunks of all-white meat chicken. Add one to a Big Mother Clucker Bucket, because what goes better with chicken than more chicken? Greasy, salty, good. Let Bagok's Chicken help with the crunch time of dinner time.
Things all right for the picking down here at Bagok's Chicken.
It's Fat Boy Surplus! Fat Boy Surplus! Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitters! Fat Boy Surplus! Fat Boy Surplus! Specializing in closeouts, irregulars, factory buyouts, and unclaimed freight, which means bargains for you! Shop Fat Boy Surplus! Fat Boy Surplus! And get Mega Deal! Mega Deal! And get all the things that nobody else wanted! We're the region's largest distributor of Fat Boy sizes! Fat Boy sizes! Like Huskies, Cadets, and so fat! All irregular, all factory buyouts that your kid will absolutely not like wearing! They'll hate them, but you'll love them! So come on down and get Mega Deal! Mega Deal! on irregular, itchy, scratchy, overly starched, and horribly made jeans, only $4.99.
Mega deal.
3-sleeved skateboard dude or radical alien t-shirts in an assortment of colors, only $3.99.
Mega deal.
Then for a limited time only, get a 5-pack of fat socks, 2 for $5 or 5 for $2. Your choice.
Mega deal.
So shop Fat Boy Surplus.
Fat Boy Surplus.
Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitters. And shop our new locations in Hamilton and Sharon Petersburg. It's Fat Boy Surplus.
Fat Boy Surplus.
Husky Boys Irregular Clothing Outfitters.
Get ready to confess to fun.
At the Spanish Inquisition Fun Park.
It's like medieval times, but only more accurate.
Because here, you won't be treated like royalty.
Because chances are,
You are a shit-covered peasant just like the rest of us.
ride the new Iron Maiden torture coaster.
Torture coaster.
Or ride the Rack and Roll and get stretched beyond belief.
Rock and roll.
And be sure to check out our new exciting midway.
And get some funnel cake. So come have a good time at Spanish Inquisition Fun Park.
Confess to fun. Discount tickets available at participating Cowboy Pork Chops, Show Compute family restaurants.
Confess
To fun at the Spanish Inquisition Fun Park.
Injured at work, rough divorce, was a loved one killed in a horrible circus accident? The law offices of Dillon and Triceratops. They'll fight for you. Call today.
Now, back to our program.
All right, welcome back to the show. I hope you're enjoying it so far. It's been a pretty fun adventure, I'd say. How about all those VHS and those Betamax? Wow, that's pretty impressive, pretty surprising, too, because, man, I tell you, I never encounter Betamax stuff in the wild. It's been hard enough to find VHS stuff, but, I mean, in my entire history of thrift store hunting, I've never really come across Beta stuff. I came across a Betamax player once years ago. It was from 1984. The Betamax player was not my thrift store adventure that day, but yeah, that was the only one I found thus far. I found, one or two Betamax tapes here and there, but nothing like that big old case full of blank Betamax. But anyways, let's move on to the loose toy section. And today it appears to be fairly well stocked. Look at this arsenal of Nerf guns. That's pretty rad. A lot of kids would have fun with that, I'm sure. Look at this. This looks like an older piece here. Kart racing little truck thing. It looks old. I don't really know if it is or not, but I know. What does that date say? I can't read it. It's too. Yeah, nice job using red print on red background. Yeah, good job. So I examined the footage a little bit more closely, and it is a 1997 piece, which I guess isn't as old as I supposed, but that is still pretty old now. I hate to make you feel old out there, but yeah, 1997 was quite a while ago. So this is technically vintage, and that company, Nylint, is that how it's pronounced? I seem to remember them as a kid, because when I was a little boy, I was a big fan of toy cars and trucks, and and I remember Nylint being just a recognizable logo. But yeah, this is a pretty neat piece. The loose toy section in any thrift store, always fun to check out, but I must encourage you to use hand sanitizer whilst thrifting, because a lot of germs can get on these little buggers, especially because they're kids' toys, and kids have weird stuff on their hands, and it's just a good idea to use protection whilst thrifting. And let's see what else we got in here today. Yeah, it's loaded with just random stuff. Here's some play sets. Let's see, tractor there. Look at that big old tractor. That's pretty fun. More play sets. Helicopter. Little pirate ship there, looks like. Just stuff that obviously was well enjoyed by kids, and it just it's nice to see this stuff, isn't it? Rarely have I ever found anything in the loose toy section that I actually bought, but it's still cool to just see this stuff. And that's the point of a thrift store. Well, really not the point, I guess, but just the fun part of a thrift store is that it's almost like a museum, to where you just see like all these older pieces of stuff that maybe you've never seen before, maybe you've forgotten about. It is like a museum, and that might be a little over sentimental of me to say, but I don't know, especially when you come across stuff like that Betamax storage case with all those blank Betamax tapes in it. I mean, when's the last time you saw that? And that's more than likely something that I'm never going to see again. So you could really say that for anything you'd find in in a thrift store. It's usually you just see it once, and that's it. And that's part of the magic of thrift stores. Again, maybe I am being a little overly sentimental here, but I don't know. You know, it's just you find joy in everything, and the closer you look, the more you find. So it is just it's interesting. That's pretty much everything you see in thrift stores. That's probably going to be the only time you see them. So even if you're not interested in buying it, it's still just cool to see it. I guess that's my point. But anyways, let's move on. Let's stick with the loose toy section for now. And look at this. Look at this thing of beauty. A Gravedigger toy for $4. That's actually not too bad because this is pretty sturdy. There's a caboose there. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that Gravedigger. Man, if I was a kid, I would want that so bad. And there is an absolute army of stuffed animals here today. There's a Rudolph. That's pretty interesting. Hello, Rudolph. Yeah, and they all have the yellow disinfected tags on them. I've talked about that before on the show. Look at this. This is interesting. An NSYNC teddy bear, Lance, still in its little compartment. That's pretty interesting. Someone's going to snatch that up for sure. What is that, $4? I guess that's okay. I have no idea what the NSYNC market is nowadays, but that's pretty neat. That's something that's pretty neat to find there. Here's more stuffed animals. I told you they had just an army of stuffed animals here today. Just all kinds of just random stuffed animals, all with the disinfected tags on them. I'm a fan, but still, you got to put a lot of trust that they actually did disinfect the item and not just throw a tag on there. But yes, you know, I have been in the habit of checking out the board game section lately, but I did take a pre-gander, and there just really wasn't anything noteworthy, so I'm not going to do that this week. But I did check out the holiday section, which was absolutely jam-packed with Christmas stuff, and not really anything very old. It's all relatively new, so not really a lot of interesting artifacts here today, but I have found some pretty interesting stuff here in the past, but not today. Here's a pretty cool train set, still complete in the box. That's pretty neat. Station with sound. Looks fairly modern, but again, I really don't know. I'm sure someone's going to snatch that up. Let's see, we got a closer look here. What's behind it? A big old animated musical light-up house. A big old, essentially like a Christmas decoration play set. That's what those are. There's a lot of them here on the bottom shelf, but they're not really my cup of tea, but still fun to look at, though. So yeah, that train set's pretty nice. I'm sure someone's going to get that. Let's see what else we got here today. Just modern stuff. Whoa, look at that. And there's some Easter stuff. Now, Easter stuff in the holiday section is rather rare, so almost as rare as Thanksgiving stuff. So that's pretty fascinating to an extent, I guess. But here's the end cap, which has some Halloween stuff on it. Not much today. It's a little spider dish. That's pretty cool. There's some porcelain jack-o'-lanterns. They're pretty happy looking. Let's see, the little jack-o'-lantern candle holder thing. Ooh. Wow, look at this guy. Just hideously adorable. Oh no, the haunted dolls are here.
We will cover your souls.
Oh man, I'm just not a fan of used dolls. I mean, come on, if anything's going to be haunted, it's probably going to be a doll. But let's move on here. Here we have a pretty impressive collection of beer glasses. All kinds of beer glasses here. Looks like to be about $2 a piece. This is somebody's collection that they were awfully proud of, but not proud enough to not donate them to a thrift shop. So here they are, a lot of souvenir glasses, stuff like that. Oh, here's a Das Boot, a little Das Boot. That's a cute Das Boot. Here's something weird. Jack Link's beer mug. You don't see a lot of Jack Link's promotional gear in the wild. There's a Miller Lite one. Yeah, that's pretty neat. All right, let's see what's in the knick-knack, bric-a-brac, give the dog a bone section today. Always some rather interesting pieces in here, at least sometimes. These are weird. They look like they're handmade, but they might not be. They look like a pottery project, but I'm not sure. It's a weird paint job. Looks very amateur, but still very nice. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. What's this here? A wall drugstore souvenir bell from South Dakota, it looked like. That's pretty interesting. I wonder how it ended up here. Just a jar that says Boston Baked Beans. That's pretty... Oh, they taking a dump whilst holding a goose statuette is still here from last week. Here's some little bags of just lighthouses, miniature lighthouses for displays and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Let's see, what's this? What is the... Wow, that's weird. Well, that's creepy right there. Oh, boy. Yeah, if you don't like clowns, you're not going to like this little statuette. That is very strange. That's kind of like something Joe Dirt's mom would have, but we move on from here. Oh, look at this. It's a trophy Very interesting. 1989 Pony Pool, 5th place. Pony Pool Championship. That's interesting. Wow, I wonder how that ended up here. And I was very interested to find out that there is a secondary market for trophies. People do collect trophies like this, so I'm sure that's going to be snatched up. I don't know why you would want to collect a trophy that you didn't earn. That's weird, but I know it's a thing, so there you go. All right, let's check out the minor appliance or kitchenwares section, the Christmas gifts that nobody wanted that ends up here. Like bread makers, stuff like that. There's some coffee makers, some blenders, stuff like that. All these little waffle makers and sandwich makers, stuff you probably used 3 times maybe and then just donated it because you were sick of looking at it. Happens all the time. What's this here? Ultrasonic humidifier. That's weird. Still in the box. That's very strange that they would keep the box. Good on them, but here it is. Here's the original price tag. Retailed for $50 originally, and now that they want $10 for it, which is okay, I guess. But I mean, come on, if you need a humidifier, why don't you just buy a new one? I mean, you're gonna probably want a new one anyway. I mean, I think of like all the bedrooms that this was in of any sick kid. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. It's kind of weird to buy a used humidifier. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But yeah, we're checking out this section because we're not going to check out the electronics section because I took the pre-gander and discovered that there really was nothing of interest in there at all. Just a lot of laser printers that probably don't work or don't have the cables for, so you couldn't even test them. Stuff like that. Like I think there was one DVD player, but that's about it. All right, so I'm going to meander my way out of the store here because that's going to be about it. Yeah, it was okay, I thought. I'm not going to check the t-shirt section again this week because there just wasn't anything of note in there. I'm also not going to, I should say I already checked the t-shirt section. I'm not going to film the t-shirt section because there's nothing of note in there. The same with the book section. Took the pre-gander on that. It wasn't anything great in there, so there's not really much use in filming it, I guess. Well, you could probably say that about this whole episode. But it was a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun. And I certainly appreciate you watching. Final note, I did not get all of the cool VHS I saw in there, but I did get this little handful of 5. I got Vampire Hunter, Special Effects, Kickboxer 3, Strange Days, and Teachers. So I thought they were pretty interesting. But I always leave something for the other guy. You got to kind of pay it forward sometimes. That's just how I do things, you know what I mean? You can't be too greedy. Plus, I didn't have a lot of money this week either, so, that certainly helps. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode, and I encourage you to please like this video and please hit subscribe and stay tuned for more fun stuff. And, take care out there, take care of each other, take care of yourself, and go with God, my friends. And I'll see you next time. God bless. Bye.